It's Anders here on Watch On channel. Today a review of a very interesting and very different watch from CIGA Design. So very quickly about CIGA Design, it's a Chinese watch company, but they do these crazy design watches and they have international designers design these watches and they produce automatic watches and they do some quite crazy designs. If you remember, I did a review of this skeletal square, kind of almost like an Apple Watch, just automatic skeletal watch. I will link to the review down in the description or up in the right hand corner. So that's an interesting watch, and today we get another very different watch. I would say this is probably the weirdest watch I have reviewed in a long time, but that's actually kind of a quality to be able to produce a watch that is so strange and different in a world of watches with so much conformity. It's designed by a guy called Michael Young, who's an international renowned designer. At least that's what CIGA Design says. So I don't know if it was him or if it's CIGA Design, but they won a gold award and a German design award in 2019. This was 17. So this is Michael Young. Hello, Michael Young. So it comes in this very interesting package, which almost kind of resembles a DVD package or maybe a CD package, special edition CD package. Quite different design. So inside you find this very nice cardboard box, this kind of silver and gold tone, and then you open different information. You see it's a Seagull AAA class movement, so the best from Seagull, the Chinese movement manufacturer. So you get a lot of information. If you want to read this information, you can just press pause on your video now. It's very interesting. It comes in this package. So you have the watch head here, and then you have a very nice rubber strap, and then you have a leather strap as well. So let's try to take this out. So you get the watch. Let's have a closer look at the Michael Young watch here. It's a titanium watch, so it's very light, and it's built kind of like a deep plate, or almost like a UFO if you turn it around. It's completely round. It has no locks, which is very interesting. So completely round watch. Usually you would have round watch with locks, but this is completely round. It's a skeletal watch in titanium, so it's very light. And also an interesting thing with this watch is that it is a see-through skeletal design. Very simple dial, very simple hands which are loomed. No other loom on the watch. Titanium case, titanium dial, and as we see, this skeletal see-through movement, just like the other CIGA Design I showed you. They really into this skeletal look, where you can look right through the watch, as you can see here. And maybe you just heard that the rotor is extremely loud. It's the loudest rotor I have heard. Loud rotor. This is definitely a very loud rotor. So it comes with two straps. My personal favorite of these two straps is definitely the red silicone rubber strap here with the CIGA Design printed on it. It's very nice in my opinion. So it's very easy to put on the straps because they come with these quick release bars. So this is how the watch looks on the red strap, and as you can see, as I said at the start of this review, it's a very strange watch. It looks completely different, completely weird in my opinion, but also very interesting. It's definitely, if I must be honest, not a watch I'm ever going to really enjoy or wear, but I really respect CIGA Design for doing a very different watch. And if different watches, strange watches, design watches is something for you, then you should look into this watch. I believe these watches are 219 or is it 229 US dollars on pre-order. So the first 1,000 examples of this watch has a lower price than afterwards. After the first 1,000 watches, you can find the link to the campaign down in the description if you want to sign up. So apart from the design and the packaging, which is very different and very strange compared to other watches, but also cool, Well, this watch is of course titanium, which is a very interesting material to build watches in because it makes it very light. So of course we must measure how heavy the watch is with one of the straps on it. So 66 grams, it's absolutely nothing. It's quite amazing that it's so light. It is a higher beat movement from Seagull as we saw, and the accuracy is absolutely okay for a watch at this price range, and because it's a Seagull movement. So approximately 11 seconds plus is quite nice, but the amplitude is very strange because usually you would want an amplitude of around 300. The size, as we see here, 45 millimeters from side to side, but it wears a lot smaller, which I will show you just in a few seconds. 12 millimeters or 11.5 high. The lug width is strange, you can't really measure it, but you get 22 millimeters strap size. On my 18 centimeter wrist in circumference, it actually makes sense, because even though it's a 45 millimeter big watch and it's completely round with the hidden lugs down below, it really wears extremely comfortable. It is quite the tall watch because of the design, but it wears really comfortable. And you get this very, very big face, which really makes this watch a prominent watch on your wrist. Again, listen to the rotor. I have never heard a rotor as loud as this. So final conclusion, this is definitely a very daring and very brave watch. It's a very daring and very brave design from CIGA Design, and I really applaud that they made a very different watch and they really tried to just step out in some unknown territory, because we see so many conform watches. It is, on the other hand, a very, very polarizing watch because it is such a strange design. The rotor sounds quite weird, so you shouldn't be too annoyed with a loud rotor. And then you have this kind of hard to read dial, because you get the hour markings and the minute markings, but not very, very pronounced. So you have to really be careful to see where the hour hand and the minute hand is. The second hand is red, so it's very easy to read, but as the hour hand and the minute hand are very much alike, it is quite hard to read. This was my review of the CIGA Design Michael Young watch. I hope you enjoyed a review of a very different watch we don't see too often, a very kind of strange and fun designer watch, a skeletal watch. If you're interested in this watch, please click on the link down below, sign up for the watch, or read more about this watch. Also, if you enjoyed this review, give me a thumbs up, follow me on Instagram and Facebook, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I have a lot of more watch reviews and watch videos coming up. Thank you, bye.